Hello, this is State Representative Rob Martwick, and it's Friday, February 24th, 2017, and I'm standing in a hearing room in the Illinois State Capitol. And this hearing room, it's empty now. We just adjourned a meeting of the Revenue and Finance Committee here in Illinois, and of course, with what's going on in our state government these days, things that happen in the Revenue and Finance Committee are pretty important, so I'm honored to be able to serve on this committee. Today, what we did was we had what's called a subject matter hearing, where we take testimony from experts about things pertinent to our economic situation. And today was very important because we had an economist from Moody's Analytics. Yes, this is the company, Moody's, that you might be well aware of, provides credit ratings and provides analysis of the economic situation in Illinois and forecasts our potential. What you won't find surprising about the testimony that happened here today was that Moody's is a little concerned about what's going on in Illinois. The outlook is not great. What you would find interesting is some of the things that they talked about Illinois' economy that show hope for the future if we were able to do certain things. And you'd be surprised about what they say is the root cause of our problems. And maybe not so surprised if you've heard me talk about this before. Not surprisingly, what Moody said was Illinois, in terms of taxes, is low compared to many of our neighboring states. Our business climate has many advantages over our neighboring states, and yet we continue to have an out-migration of people. Some of the things that were brought up in this testimony today about what is prohibiting businesses from coming here and what's causing people who live here to finally say, I'm going to pull up stakes and move somewhere else, has nothing to do with our taxes. What it has to do with is one word that they kept repeating over and over and over again: uncertainty. And that uncertainty comes from our inability to address our financial problems and provide a path to the future. A quote from them is that businesses will take into account all of the things. So even if we were to increase the cost of being here through an increase in taxes and revenue, businesses don't mind that as much as it is not knowing what's going to happen in the future. And as long as Illinois continues to stack up debt and has the inability to provide certainty that our financial picture is going to be addressed going forward, businesses and people who would move here will choose other states. This is a problem that I've been saying over and over again. We need to address our budget. The governor needs to drop his political agenda and address our financial situation once and for all in earnest so we can give the state the certainty that it needs. This isn't Rob Martwick telling you that. This is Moody's Analytics, okay? One of the questions that I asked, which I thought was very interesting, was when we talked about the out-migration, is that from the period of 2006 to 2016, over a decade, we cut nearly $7 billion of public sector spending on social programs, education, and healthcare. And what Moody said is that cost a huge loss of good, solid, stable, middle income and upper income jobs. And those people are a large portion of the people that have fled the state. Because when we stop spending, those jobs don't get recreated in the private sector. Illinois has a debt problem. Our inability and our unwillingness to address that debt is causing us to just sort of spiral down the drain. It's got to stop. We have to address it now. And the only way that's going to happen is for the governor, once and for all, to do what I've been saying from day one: separate out his political agenda and focus on the finances. One of my conservative colleagues asked, shouldn't we just focus on spending cuts? And Moody's Analytics said, no, you need to do a combination of tax increases and spending cuts, which is what we, the Democrats, offered on day one of Governor Rauner's administration. We offered on day one, we will work with you. We will make a combination of spending cuts and we will increase taxes to secure our financial picture. He said, not unless I got my political agenda, and that's why we are in the situation we're in today. I will keep advocating, I will keep fighting to move forward, and now that I'm on the Revenue and Finance Committee here, I look forward to working and exposing more of this information If you're out there and you hear this, join me, advocate. It's time to drop the political agendas. We can always take that up later, but we should focus on job one. It's time to secure the finances of the state of Illinois. Thanks again for watching. Great to see you on Facebook Live. Please comment here, reach out to me on Facebook, reach out to me on Twitter, reach out to me in my local office or on my website. I look forward to working with you. Have a great week.